Well, rugby analyst Thando Mxoli joins us in studio now. Thando, it's been a sensational win for the Springboks, and I'm sure every South African's chest is swelling with pride. How are you feeling right now?
I'm very proud to be a South African today. This victory has done that. It's brought back that national pride. Victories like this, basically, if you look at it in context, this team is, like we were saying off air now, it's a very diverse team. It's not dominated by any side, like the other two teams that won the World Cup. For SIA to manage to bring together these group of leaders from different provinces and the team from different backgrounds and everything, he's done exceptionally well as a leader, commanding this unit. They've had their challenges, but he's managed to be part of the turnaround, and he was an instrumental part of that turnaround.
Absolutely.
Both on the field and off the field. Even the people's perceptions, he's brought back pride in the Springbok jersey, which is an important facet in terms of nation building and in terms of growing the game.
Exactly. Now, looking at the game itself, it was a superlative performance by the Springboks, winning by 32-12, a 20-point margin. What made it possible? What did they do differently that actually allowed them to clinch this win in such an emphatic manner? I
think the one thing that a lot of people forgot about the Springbok game, our defense was always good, and we proved that we played most of the tournament without the ball. But our attack also came to the fore. Our X factors came to the fore. Makazole, Mapimpi, Cheslin, Kolbe. Those guys showed why they are called X factor players. When the lights are on, they came out to dance, and they showed that they can do it on the biggest of stages. They have the temperament to do it. And look, our attack gave us the strength, but the one thing that a lot of people haven't talked about is our off-the-ball play. Zwandile Stick, who took a lot of stick in the first 2 years of this 4-year stint when the Springboks were losing. He's done very well in terms of our scrambled defense. You look at how the players move around the field. He deserves a lot of credit for all of that.
And you know, you spoke about Mapimpi and Kolbe's tries. I mean, those were the tries that actually took the game away from the English.
That's the thing, and both tries basically they had no space to work with. They created that space. That's what the good players do. They see the picture and they're able to draw the picture. They're like any good artist. Mapimpi also had he literally didn't even have 5 meters. He was literally against the touchline. Kolbe had defenders to beat. He did that with the style and grace that he's shown, that has made him one of the nominees for World Player of the Year.
And what about Pollard's boot? I mean, that was sensational.
It took a lot of temperament from him as well, because he missed the first kick, which a lot of people were saying, oh, that was an easy kick. This is going to basically put him off his game. But he came back. He didn't have the best of games all round, but the one thing I like about players like Pollard, even though they were having a bad game, he kept on trying. He kept on trying things. And that shows the attitude and the character of the player.
What can the team take out of their performance going forward?
Look, the one thing that's worked very well for this bunch of players, they've believed in the systems that Rassie Erasmus introduced as coach when he took over from Alistair Coetzee. The next 4 years, there's going to be a debrief after the World Cup. There has to be a sober plan to the next 4 years towards the World Cup and in France in 2023. But also, we need to find a new coach, because Rassie has hinted that he might not carry on after the World Cup. So he will be part of the process. He will decide who takes over. But chances are they'll probably get someone who is part of the system already, because you need someone who understands what it's taken to win a World Cup. That's not something we can take lightly. But still, that is a conversation that will happen probably in a month or two's time. At the moment, we need to enjoy the fact that we've got a new title to our name now. We are world champions, and for the next 4 years, we'll be called world champions. That is something we need to appreciate, and we need to celebrate people like CM Thando Mxoli, Makazole, Mapimpi. They've got brilliant, lovely, inspirational stories to tell about the struggles they've gone through to get to the stage. Those are things we should focus on, and also the camaraderie. There are lessons to be learnt from this team as a sporting man.
And like you mentioned, Mapimpi, I mean, he comes from a very poor rural background in the Eastern Cape, and surely this is going to inspire another generation of youngsters from the region.
That's exactly it. The fact that you see someone in a similar circumstance to you succeeding at the biggest stage. Makazole Mapimpi was playing forget, sort of in club rugby, he was playing in rural Ciskei not so long ago, but whenever he's gotten an opportunity, he's taken it. This is the thing about transformation. We sit and we look at the numbers and we use that as a stumbling block. But ultimately, give people chances, give people the opportunity to play the game, and let their potential and talent show you how good or bad they are. And judge them on that. Makazole Mapimpi is a classic case of transformation gone right. Whereby a player has, whenever he's been given an opportunity, he hasn't seen himself as a numbers player. He's always seen himself as he's always seen the opportunity as a chance to prove his worth in the team, and
he's grabbed it with both hands.
He's done it.
He's grabbed it with both hands. Now, just finally, very briefly, how massive is this World Cup victory for the nation and for the sport?
It's huge, because this is how you grow interest in the game. A lot of people were supporting the Springboks purely because they've got a black captain. And now this black captain has won the biggest prize on the world stage. What happens now? Do you allow your kid to play rugby instead of hockey? It's small decisions like that where you find the next Makazole Mapimpi, the next Thando Mxoli. But it's good for nation building, because we haven't had many good stories to tell this year. And this is by far the biggest good story we've had to tell this year, and it will do a lot of good for the country.
Well, I know I, for one, am very buoyant today. So, Thando, thank you very much for joining us. That was rugby analyst Thando Mxoli.